So you clicked on this video and you want to know how to guarantee success. Now, just to start things off, if you click on this video, you're probably not in the right mindset to fully realize the success you're after. Now, this might seem a bit direct, right? But in this video, I just want to tell you the truth, right? If you click on this video and you want to find out how to guarantee success, you're basically saying to yourself that you're not the type of person who can achieve the success you're after. And when I was starting out, I don't know if this is something I cultivated or it's something that I uncovered through unlearning, but I just brainwashed myself. I just completely brainwashed myself. I was looking at all the successful people online, and you know this quote where it says, or not this quote, but this cliche saying where they say, you are the sum of the 5 people you spend your time with, or your network is your net worth, all this stuff, right? I didn't have the network to surround myself with because I wasn't successful. I didn't make the money I want to be making. I wasn't providing any value to people who might want to, have me in their network. I had none of that. So I compared myself to people online, and that's what you need to cultivate. That's when you need to do it when you're starting out. You have nothing else. You can't just jump into a friend group that's, let's say they're all making $50,000 to $100,000 a month, and you now want to just jump in there and essentially extract value from them. You need to be someone who's providing value, and that can be, it doesn't just have to be monetary. It can be in, friendship. It can be just being funny. A lot of rich people just want social people around because they're not as social. So they just want people who are, very good when it comes to their social life, bring them into their life, and that's valuable to them. Even a comedy show, right? Like the comedy guy might not be making a lot of money, but the rich guy finds value in that, and then he wants them in his social circle. But I assume when you click on this video, you probably want to make a lot of money, all right? And where I was going with that is I was comparing myself to people online, and they were making millions of dollars a month, millions of dollars a year, some of them, and even billions of dollars a year. Like Charlie Munger, Warren Buffett, Ty Lopez, all these people I was watching. I was like, no way, these guys are bringing in like $100,000 a day, and I'm out just struggling to make money. So, and that created the deprivation, right? Or the desperation, which then led to motivation. I was like, I exposed myself to what is possible, and then I'm out here living this average shitty life. There's just no way. Like how, and this is where the funny part comes in. I gave myself no other option. Truly. Like, how do you expose yourself to what is possible? Kids in their 20s, 21, 22, 23, buying your dream car, making hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. And then you sit there in your average shitty life and just continue doing your thing, just doing your average stuff during the day. Like how, I don't know if that's just me, but if you clicked on this video, you're probably the same as me. You're like, how on earth? He's the same as me. I saw his story. Like there's nothing special about him. They all say, oh, I'm not special. I just worked hard. I just stayed consistent. And then you're like, no way. How is it possible that they can do it? Surely I can do it. And that's where it all starts. It's with that hope. It's like, if they can do it, I can do it. Right? And I gave myself no other option because I wouldn't leave this earth if I wasn't going to experience the life I desire. There's just no way. So I gave myself no other option. I burned the bridges. I just went absolutely all in. And that's what you need. You need that. You don't want to have hesitation. You need to have this knowing that you will make it happen. And when I said at the beginning, I don't know if I uncovered this and it's something I always had or it's something I cultivated through brainwashing myself. I think it's a mixture of both. I also think it's just something I was born with. When I was younger, I don't really know that I even had it because I was just being brainwashed by all this propaganda and people that I didn't really want to be like, just false paradigms and limiting beliefs and everything like that. Just brainwashed my, pure childlike curiosity, just brainwashed that and suppressed that down. Like it didn't exist. And then most of your, when you start your entrepreneurship journey, most of that is unlearning. It's unlearning all the BS, unlearning all the limiting beliefs. It's unlearning all that stuff that you were taught in school that you don't use at all anymore. And when you don't use it, you tend to forget it. So it was literally useless. I don't remember like 95% of the things that was taught in school. Utter useless because I don't use it in my day-to-day life. And what you don't use, you lose. It's like if you don't go to the gym for a while, you're going to lose your muscle. If you don't use your brain, you're going to lose your memory. It's just how it works. But I now use a lot of stuff, but not things I was taught in school. So I had to unlearn all the BS and all the limiting beliefs, and then I had to adopt new beliefs on top of my now fresh brain, if that makes sense. So if you want to guarantee success, first off, expose yourself to what is possible, and then this deprivation and this desperation will cause you to act. And if that doesn't cause you to act, there's no hope. There's absolutely no hope. Because if you can see someone living the life of your dreams, and he's like 23 years old, 22 years old, and you around about the same age, maybe 1 or 2 years younger, and you see that, and you're like, and you still do your average day-to-day stuff, day-to-day tasks, and you still have this desire to achieve more. If you don't have the desire, like I actually envy you, like if you're just completely content and happy with where you are right now, living like let's just say objectively average life, nothing wrong with that. Let's just look at it, an average salary, average weight when it comes to your physique, average. People see average as like bad, but it just is, it just is. That was not the life I wanted to live. But if you're happy with that, like I envy you, like really, the only way I would be content is if I achieve the optimal full potential of life, and that obviously comes with its consequences. If you want to achieve the top of the top, obviously there come sacrifices with that, but I would rather take that burden and take those sacrifices and bear them fully and live the life of my dreams, all right? And if really think about it, I'm probably going to experience the same amount of happiness as like the average guy who's content. So that's why I say I kind of envy you if you're just happy with an average life. But I know 95% of you watching this, probably 99% of you aren't happy with your average life. That's why you clicked on this video, and you want to essentially guarantee success. And at the start I mentioned, if you clicked on this video, you're probably not in the right mindset yet. So you need to, first off, brainwash yourself with people doing better than you. And before you do that, you first need to unlearn all the limiting beliefs. And you do that through writing them down. Like, what do you believe to be true about money? What do you believe to be true about, living a successful life, fancy cars, everything like that. If you despise the rich, how on earth are you going to make money? You're just going to despise yourself. You're just going to judge yourself. If you judge rich people, you're going to be judged. So you're not going to take the actions that will make you rich. So you first need to realize, and that's where this limiting beliefs comes in. That's where this false judgment comes in. And also the Christianity saying of, the root of money, or the root of all evil is money, or money is the root of all evil. That's not true. It's the love of money that's the root of all evil. So if you love money, like the actual thing, that's evil. Like that will just take you down the wrong path. But if you use that as a means to an end to live a life of ultimate abundance, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. And contrary, I think God wants you to experience the ultimate life out there and achieve your desires. Like, why not live a life of total abundance, right? So if you clicked on this video, I want you to achieve the success you're after, because if you have all these desires and you don't achieve them, that's a life of wasted potential, and you know that. That's why deep down you have this anxiety, you have this fear of the future. It's because you have these desires, and what if you go through your whole life and not achieve them? You're just going to constantly feel this sense of anxiety and this like desperation for more, and that's terrible. And I want you to get all your desires, like get all of that. Even though it won't make you happy, you'll then realize it. That's why my goal with all these videos is to help you make as much money as possible, so you can then fulfill your material desires and then realize, okay, it was not all that, but still it's pretty nice driving a fast car. Okay, I'm not going to take away that fact, but I want you to realize that for yourself. So that's why I literally do everything I do, is to help you make as much money as possible and live a life of time, location, and financial freedom. You need to have both. You need not both, all three. So you need time. You need to be able to wake up when you want to wake up, go to bed when you want to go to bed, go to the gym when you want to go to the gym. Let's say it's a Thursday, you don't want to work and it's like 12 p.m. You can just take off. You can do whatever you want. But I still choose to work because I like working. But then you also have financial freedom. So actually having enough money to do the things you want to do. Travel, buy the fancy car, maybe rent a car for the day if you want to. Buy all the groceries you want to. Not even looking at the price and you go to a restaurant. You don't even look at it. You just pick what you want. Like I always told all my friends, all my family members, like I don't want a price to dictate my desires. I don't want a price to say, okay, you can only have that because that's within your budget. Like I despise that completely. I reject that completely. I want what I want and I'll get that no matter the price. And that's what financial freedom affords you. And also location freedom, right? Being able to travel and still work and make money. You know, when people, maybe they make good money, but they're stuck in a job so they can't travel. So they're not making money when they travel. So I'll make money anywhere in the world. So you need all three to live a life of total freedom. And that's what most of you are after, is like this total freedom. And we teach all of that in our free community. That's ultimately why we launched this. We launched it yesterday, actually. So it's live. You can check it in the description. It's absolutely free. Like it's free. Like I'm teaching all the stuff for free. Like you can join it in the description. It's on School, the platform, and we teach you exactly the principles, how to craft your offer, how to craft your niche, everything you need to know about the landscape, the business landscape. It's like close to, when it's all said and done, it's close to 10 hours of free content just to help you in your journey for free. And then ultimately, if you want some more help, you can pay for that. We live in a capitalistic society, which is also a great thing. If you provide value to the world, you'll get money in return. So ultimately, the richest people are just the people who provided society with what it wants, right? Provided the most value to society. So you shouldn't despise rich people. You should actually study what they're doing and then emulate that and copy that and use it for yourself so you can ultimately make money and help people in the process, which is amazing. So I just want to, don't want to make this video too long because one, I have an onboarding call coming on and my phone is almost about to die. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this one. Hopefully you got some value from this. Like, subscribe, share. I know you probably don't do all of this stuff, but most people need to be reminded more than they need to be taught. So you probably know that if you like a video, it will help the algorithm. It will push it to more people. So just reminding you, and also the link in the description to access the free community. If you'd like, if you don't, totally fine. There's tens of thousands people going to join it. I know that. So if you're not part of it, it's not going to really change my life, but I know it can change yours. So with that said, see you in the next video. Bye-bye.